Hello everybody, Jaws of Victory. Today we're going to be showing you how to season and grill a T-bone steak. But first we're going to talk about the actual meat that you're eating. This is a T-bone steak. You can see that by the bone going down the meat that looks like a T. This here, or maybe over here you can see that a bit better, this is the New York strip because it's supposed to kind of look like New York. The fillet strip because they're the most tender part of the steak. The first part of the preparation is to allow the steak to hit room temperature. But for video purposes, we have already done this ahead of time. We'll use simple seasonings to prepare the meat for grilling. Allowing the steak to reach room temperature allows the meat fibers to loosen up and produce a more tender and juicy steak. Today's steak will be seasoned with a combination of salt, pepper, garlic powder, and seasoning salt. Allow the steak to marinate for approximately an hour. So now we're going to be seasoning the steak. So today we're going to be using black pepper, garlic powder. Hope you can see that. And we're going to be using this sauce over here. Sauce seasoning. Red's All Natural Original Seasoning. So first you're gonna take your seasoning and just kind of go over your meat of it just like this. Don't know why we're using such a small one. Then you're gonna use garlic powder. Now, tip for any kind of cooking is don't use a lot of seasoning. You can always add seasoning on later. And sadly, this one's going to be a bit more tricky. So this might take a little bit more time, maybe. Now you may notice this is a bit different from my other videos because most of those are gaming videos and all that. Well, today lately I've been learning how to cook, so I thought I could make a video to show other people how to cook. Because I just feel like this is something a lot of people need to know. Oh jeez, garlic has a strong smell. Jeez. Alright. Alright, so that's the first side. You're gonna do both sides of the T-bone steak. And you're gonna try and evenly season the other side. Doesn't have to be super crazy, but try and do the same this side. We'll cut to the part where we finish seasoning the other side. Alright, so now we're done seasoning the other side of the steak. Now, to allow the steak to marinate for approximately a half hour before grilling. Reminder regarding seasoning with salt. Do not salt earlier than 30 minutes before grilling to prevent drawing out too much moisture from the steak. Timing this procedure correctly will allow the sugars and proteins to combine with the salt and create a delicious crust. So right now we're prepping the grill. We're getting the coals gray. So if you're using charcoal, you want to make sure that it's gray before cooking. You don't want to use a flame like this because those aren't as hot as the charcoals would be when they're burning out. We'll cut back to you guys when the charcoals are at the right temperature to start cooking the steaks. Alright, let's do this. Hey guys, Jaws of Victory. So we added new coals to get the grill hot enough to cook on, and right there, if you can see, some of them are turning white. That's the ideal one. Now, I have been addicted to barbecuing for like one day. But I like it a lot that I came out here to do it even when it's raining. So, like, people aren't even at the pool. Well, I saw a squirrel go over there through the fence, but that's really it. Let's hope this barbecue gets hot enough to cook on. Alright, checking back later. Alright, looks like the grill has hit the perfect temperature, so now we're gonna start cooking the T-bone steaks. Alright. Now we're gonna wait here for a bit. We're gonna be waiting here for a bit to start cooking these things. Alright. So we're gonna start cooking these things for real now. We're just gonna leave them here for about 5-10 minutes maybe. And we'll cut back to when we flip these over. Alright.
Move it away from the other one a little bit. Just
Alright, you can stop. Alright guys, we're back. It's been 5 minutes. It's time to flip these steaks. Oh, that looks good. Alright. So we're gonna leave that there for another 5 minutes and we'll check in later again. Alright then, let's cook these. Alright guys, it's time to reveal the masterpiece that me and you have been creating. Alright, let's see it. Delicious. Alright. Oh jeez. Alright, let's get these to the table. Alright, wait. So, for everybody at home, if you're using a barbecue that's in public like this, make sure that you close all the hatches on the side so the fire can't continue to keep burning. Alright guys, we have finally successfully made delicious steak. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was a learning experience for both you and me. It's actually first time barbecuing steak, so yeah. But still though, I learned from Master who is with me step by step. Hope you guys really enjoy this. Like, this was fun for me. I hope you guys can use this to cook a steak that's maybe better than this one. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Alright, so now we're gonna be making mashed potatoes. Now you can make these in any way you want. There's the boil some potatoes and mash them up, but sadly we have the instant way, which is just as good, but personally I favor boiling mashed potatoes and mashing them. So recipe calls for 4 cups of water, but we have a 32-ounce container, so we're just gonna fill this thing up once and pour it into a saucepan, I think is what it said. Yeah, a bowl. Well, we'll be using a bowl. Alright. Alright, so now we're going to be adding in some butter for it. I know it looks weird adding butter to water, but just trust us on this. Just chuck it in. Alright, now that's in there. Now time to add the instant mashed potatoes. So mix it with the... Alright. Now if you ever hear me talking off screen, I'm just talking to the person who taught me all this. Oh, wow, it actually smells really... Alright, now that the butter got off the fork, I recommend using something to really stir your instant mash, or in your cases, maybe the boiled mashed potatoes. Alright, yeah, in other words, use a whisk to stir it. Now, I've been just making mistakes, as you just saw. Don't try and not do it so much that it just sends your potatoes out of the bowl. Now, this is for instant mashed potatoes, so for those who use those, here you go. But if you're using boiled mashed potatoes and you have a masher, just after you've taken them out of the boiling water, you just take your masher and you just start squishing them in a bowl. And a good recipe I know of is you add a whole lot of cream cheese and salt and mix that in, coarse butter, and you'll have some really good mashed potatoes for if you're cooking it that way. Alright, so after you've mashed it up and mixed it up really good, you should have your mashed potatoes and your steak done. Alright? This is the indefinite end of this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. You learned 2 foods how to make. Well, I mean, you got instant mashed potatoes. Of course you have the instructions, but hey, you learned how to make 2 things. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe, comment down below, and I hope to see you guys again in another video. Alright, peace. Oh wow, why didn't we start with this side? You can really see the T-bone. You'll wait approximately half an hour before grilling to prevent drawing out too much moisture from the steak. Timing this procedure correctly will... Alright, so now we're done seasoning the other side of the snake. The snake.